Hi all, I just want to make sure. Oh, hi all, I just want to make sure me mic is working and everything else is working before we go live properly. And yeah, I can pick up that I am live. And these are my hands. So YouTube, human reviewer, this is my hands. I am wise and this is my hands. Because I know AI is picking up some cancellations at the moment and cancelling channels because they don't find people who are hiding behind an avatar live. So I think I have now proved that I am actually live. Hi, sorry, I know I said I wouldn't be around tonight, but this is a live for the ladies and gents over at Mr. Coop and the Georgie channel. It is to try and clear up. I've had to stay away from that channel at the night, so I didn't know what they were talking about on that channel because there's a few issues going on around the Jeremy Hales case, what the Hales, and we just want to have a look. Hi, Wacko Kid or Waco Kid, and I promised them I'd kind of go through it, but I will start off with a prayer. I have got the nuns singing a Gregorian chant in the background, and after this I'm going to relax and do some crafting because I have a lot to get done over the next few weeks. I will be using our favourite deck, one of our favourite decks, the TAROTSPECIAL, and our favourite truth-telling deck. So what's the tea? What's the tea does tell the truth. Gets to the nitty gritty Waco Kid. And some people may not like it. This is our black obsidian rainbow heart crystal. I found it disappearing under my bed, along with 2 sets of rosary beads. So I mustn't have needed them at the time. That's why they were disappearing under my bed. So as you can see, it slowly changes colour the more I hold it. So I will just wait for the others to come in. If they do come in, otherwise they will sit and lurk. And I will say the protective prayer. Oh, it is beautiful. It was gifted to me along with a pendant, which I haven't got on because it's keep getting tied up with my necklace. It was gifted to me by one of our beautiful channel members and one of my beautiful mods. So yeah, the rainbow's starting to come through. Hi Sophia, nice to see you. Hello Roa. I think Cynthia's still here because she was first ages ago. Must remind everybody that everything that is said on here is for entertainment and educational purposes only. And as per UK law, everything is for over 18s only. And I am in compliance with UK and USA consumer compliance laws, and in adherence with the 1976 copyright law and subsection 107. And this means I can use any content from the internet and adjust it or use it to suit myself. In other words, any photographs or any thumbnails that I have found on Google Images is basically fair game that I can use. So I am well within the law. So come after me, and basically the law is the law wherever I am in the world. But it'll be more expensive if you come after me. Right. And I opened the cards ready to shuffle, and that is the first card that came out. Sophia, and you'll understand what that is, especially with that group of people. I'm going to see if I can turn that light down behind. Okay. They're coming like a thief in the night. Oh, this case has been going on for nearly 2 years. It started off with the creator and his landlord, and then people started trying to take advantage of him. It is Otter Creek, or Otter Creeps as we call them. But I keep away from the main groups. I just go into Mr. Coop and Georgie's Life Unfiltered, where I get to see all the documents and things like that of the court cases. But it's Jeremy Hales from What the Hales, and he used to be on the program when I first saw him. He used to be on the Storage Wars that used to be on TV across the world. So, okay, I'm going to say the protective prayer before we get started. I ask Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Mary of the Sacred Heart. I also ask Archangels Metatron and Sandalphon. Archangel Chamuel, to come forward and offer us guidance and protection. I ask our guides who are with us personally each day to gather in closely along with our ancestors to give us guidance, support and additional protection, so that we may find the answers that we seek, so that we also find the support and guidance that Jeremy and his partner George and their employees also need as they go through these rough times together, as well as some of the other creators on YouTube who have found themselves wound up in this mess. We ask that their guides and their ancestors wrap them in their loving, warm embrace. Lord bless them, guide them and comfort them as they go through these legal battles. Blessed are the angels who walk amongst us each and every day, guiding us and protecting us and teaching us throughout our lives. Amen. Okay, I'm going to first start with Lienut. Okay. Just as I was asking for the protection there, I had a beautiful lady step forward who's not happy with Lienut. I can tell you that. She's not happy. And she's asked me to keep a block up so the child is not mentioned tonight. So somebody around Lienut is talking a lot of ish, as you can see by the cards. I'll turn them so you can see them. Okay. There you are. This card from the Spill in the Tea deck. Or what's the tea deck? Some manufacturers call it Spill in the Tea, some is what's the tea. So somebody's got loose lips and they're talking a lot of ish around them. And there is a lot of truth coming, a lot of truth bombs to come. So keep your ears to the ground. But those of us who are on the outside, keep our lips fastened, because yes, opinions count, but opinions can also make things worse for the complainant. The defendant and her friends have got very loose lips. They've not learnt any lessons. And I'm hearing lay me down in a bed of roses. And they'll find that then thorns turn into a bed of nails. Lisa's poking around in things she doesn't understand. And the more they poke around, the more she pokes around, the deeper she's getting into the ish, basically. I'm trying to be polite because I'm within my first half hour. So they've played their hands out. They've played right into Jeremy's hands. There we are. But this also says there's somebody running. And anyone who's been following the case recently knows there's somebody putting on his running shoes and he's heading off. But there's also somebody else running as well in the distance. But they're saying you can run, but you can't hide. You'll be caught. There may have already been a warrant issued for a couple of arrests. The cards have an awful habit of saying the truth and spitting the truth. They've played their hands out too soon. Have Team Lienut. Right. Same shady bunch. Different day, basically. They're spreading the same ish on a different day. So there's a lot more to come out about finances. there's a lot more to come out about how they haven't paid their taxes. Someone's going to lose their channel very soon. Jeremy is a tactician. Jeremy is using all the legal tactics he's got in his armory. They're using scary tactics. They're trying to scare people into helping them. They're trying to scare people into being dependent upon them, which is what they've been doing with Lienut or Lienut. It worked for a while, but she's now woken up and just smelling the coffee. And the scarcity of her own tactics, because she now knows that Fleecer is basically fleeced her of the money that she was donated for her property. She now basically Lienut's out of a lot of tactics. Right, we've got this one in reverse. They've been digging for dirt on many people, but they've come up empty-handed. They've been digging for dirt on Poop. They've been digging for dirt on Georgie. Even everyone who is associated with them, they've been trying to dig for dirt on them. But they come digging for dirt over this side of the pond. Our criminal record checks are ironclad. They'll get nothing over here. And it'll trigger something here through our data protection laws and GDPR, which will lead them into a lot of legal trouble. So they need to stay well away. As I've been warning them for months. They're claiming they're being stalked. They're not. It's lies. This has come out in reverse. So as I say, this what's the tea cards tell the truth. And as I've been reading cards for many years now, those who get the cards and think they can read the cards and interpret them and think they're having fun with their little parlour games. I'm afraid each card does have a reverse meaning. And if you don't know your cards, you can open yourselves up to a hell of a lot of mischief. But in this card here, the Stalker card, when it came out in reverse, the man who's in this card, who they've been sending out, who they've been saying to them, look, the opposing side is stalking us. They're not. This confirms that the opposing side is not stalking. It's all in your heads. And they're living rent-free in your heads. So, Missy, ignore your flea bags. Get out of your head and just drop what you're doing. Because the opposing side has got the evidence. And the evidence has been gathered. And they've got more evidence than you think they've got. And Lienut. Jeremy's got this case in the bag. So have everybody else who were well within it, within the case. And if you plan on suing anyone like Larry, a well-known lawyer, I think you better think again, is what the cards are saying, because they've got proof, they've got evidence, and they've got the facts. Hi, Marlene. You're never late, you're on divine time. Jeremy's too busy winning to pay any more attention to you, and so's the rest of them. So's Miss Fox. Right. What you missing out on? What you're not telling us, Lienut? Did you have a secret crush on someone? Did you have a secret crush on Jeremy by any chance? I know he wouldn't have a secret crush on you. He's got better taste. But or was it Fleecer? The cards don't lie, but the hips might. Somebody's having an affair within your little group, and the truth comes out in the cards. You're ignoring the hard facts, and cats go anywhere they like. They choose their home. They choose who they want to live with. But some people don't get the choice. This cat looks very comfortable. It's very sleek. It's very well nourished. But the cat here is on the dining table. There's what looks like lilac in a vase. But it says above it, ride the waves. One thing I know that this card is saying is you don't like being ignored, which is why you brought these cases, Lienut. And this is your way of attention seeking. And snitches get stitches, is what I'm being told as well. The right woman's coming. You are soon to lose your car. Along with any other money that you've got. You've been telling lies to the taxman, saying that you are indigent when you're not. They too have been following you. They too have been getting their own evidence with screenshots, been videoing you wherever you've been going, been gathering their evidence, their proof and their facts. You could end up in jail for telling lies. Cock blocking can mean anything in this world. And again, with it's in the diagonal of the romantic love affair. It means, in this case, you're not getting anything. Would anyone want to give you anything? But were you hoping that you were going to get some money off that benefit? That benefactor was giving you money, and you were going to give him his leg over. Or he was giving you a big twirl around your dancing pole. And you thought you were going to be moving on, but this card's come out in reverse. It means you're going to stay. Sophia, this is the truth telling pack. So this pack, I'm going to stop very soon because I need to move. I need to move on to the tarot deck. This is just the starter deck. This is the warm-up deck. So Lienut was moving on. She wanted to move on with the building work, move on with her life. But no, she's never going to move on as long as she is with the gang she's with. I've got 2 more in this deck to pull, and then because I've been told there's somebody come through my door, told us I've got to stop. I have somebody who's a fake. I've been told, yeah, we can ask a specific question for this, as this is to do with a specific case. There's a fake reader in amongst that case. I'm going to turn this light down because it is shining really brightly. Right. Don't know if that's any better. But there's a fake reader in their team. And they are abusing the divination system. And they're just telling her what she wants to hear. And they are only to get, it's a marriage of, they're not married, but it is, the separation was a separation for money, but they have came together, all of them, like a marriage of minds for money. Lena, can I leave that for 1 minute because this is a specific case? It's a specific case for a YouTube case that's going on. Thank you, Roa. Thank you, Lena. Okay, cards. Now the truth has been brought out for the Lienut and what the Hills case. Can we have a quick forecast that will come out? And we've got the Hanged Man. Right, give me 2 minutes. Okay, just give me 2 minutes. I'm just looking for something. Okay. I can't find. I think Milo's had it. Right. Yeah, he's asleep. He's going to sleep on his sofa. But I had something here to show you, and it's gone. So it's gone. It's gone. So we have the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is a major arcana card, and it doesn't bode well. These cards don't bode well at all for Lienut. And I can just say now, oh yeah, I'm comfortable now. They don't bode well for her, because the Hanged Man, yes, it's in the upright. However, it's asking her to surrender, and she's under suspicion. She's in a state of suspicion. She suspects people around her are taking her for a ride, which, yeah, possibly they are. He wasn't that quiet because he was a bit of a nasty boy last night at the beginning and towards the end. And then we have the knives in her back, which is the 10 of Swords. So she's getting the swords in her back every which way. And yes, there will be some new horizons for her. But people who she thinks are friends are stabbing her in the back every which way. And a tower is about to come crashing down. There's going to be some sudden changes. She's going to get some unexpected news. She's expecting the court case to go her way. She's expecting some money to come her way. But the way the crows are flying around and the way they are, bring this in a little bit more. I think you should be able to see the cards here. There we are. Right. Right, I'm trying to get you in so you can see, because I've got the camera on a different table to where we normally are. So the top of the tower is being struck by lightning. It's like an aha moment. But it's unleashed the crows or the vultures. So the vultures are going to be circling her, which is going to be the tax man and everybody else. And they're the ones that's going to become everybody. She hasn't got a pee to pot in. Pot in? A pot to pee in, basically, or a blue bucket to pee in, depending on where you're coming from on this. She's got some really tough and turbulent times ahead. She's going to need a lot of charity. I can see YouTube closing all of the channels down, and Facebook possibly closing our social medias down that are not linked to anything nice. And if she has anything related to a minor, I've got the minor birds singing here. That page will definitely be closed. Any channels or anything related pertaining to a minor will be closed, as all social media are coming full circle to protect people. We have the Ace of Wands here in reverse. It's out of sight at the moment. So the Ace of Wands here is she lacks passion, she lacks creativity, and she's not very inspired by anything, and she's just feeling really down in the dumps. She knows that the work she knows that the things legally are coming in on her. She knows that people have taken her for a ride. They've jumped on the bandwagon of what was happening at Otter Creek, and they've said, "Oh, we'll help you," but there was only one person that could truly help her, and she pushed them away and tried to sue them. And then this other person come along, this rich benefactor, and the person who was saying, "Oh, well, I'll help you and take the money," it was turned out to be a money grasping biatch, and she'll not get the money. We now have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is in the upright. Mods, anything that's not pertaining to what we're doing, can you just take away, please? The nine of Cups, by next summer, she will have some good news. She will have a little bit where the dreams are sort of coming true. She maybe have bricks and mortar around her. She may have a house of sorts, but it may not be where she is. And the camper van will not be that. She may be in some type of housing scheme, government housing scheme. She may be forced into it, basically. And that will help her get some assistance. And everything's going to happen for a reason with Lienut. It's going to make her life better, but she's going to be helped to understand how to budget and things like that. Right. The Six of Wands. Six of Wands. Six of Wands. She is going to get some good news come next summer. But it's not the news that she thinks it is. She does need to take a lot of time away from social media. She needs some help. The victory that she's going to have is going to be short-lived, because the next card is the Knight of Pentacles. Pentacles is the Knight of Pentacles is a money card, but the money card is in reverse. There's that, and show you here. There we are. It's the final card in the deck. Okay. So if the Knight of Pentacles was upright, it would have meant he's bringing in the cash, but he's not. The money is going out. Come next November, October, November, when the poppies are out, remembrance of Veterans Day, and the cypress trees are up nice and tall, Lienut's going to be back to where she was as square one and completely and utterly skint. I'm going to have to put another one. And the next one is the Six of Pentacles, the final one. The scales of justice are not going to be good for her. she's going to have major financial losses, so bad she'll not be able to feed herself. I'd say now's the chance, Lienut, to back away now. I know you're in tits deep, but God can't help you get out of this one unless you walk away now with your head up and your shoulders back. Otherwise, you can lose everything. The land you live on, the car you've got, any other secret property you may or may not have, any money you may or may not have secretly spirited away in someone else's name. Don't bring them down on social media. Bring them down in court. Have your redemption against the others in court. If you've got the evidence, Lienut, in court to take to court with you for those who were allegedly helping you, if you've got that paperwork, take that to court with you. As the card, this is not me advising, it's the cards advising. And as I say, everything that comes out of my mouth and onto the table or out into the cards is for entertainment and education purposes only. But the cards are saying if you've got evidence that they have wronged you, forget about Jeremy Hills for a moment. If you've got evidence that the ecosystem have wronged you, take it to the courts, take it to the police. It must be hard evidence, not just hearsay. Stop skirting around that dance floor. Because if you've got the hard evidence and you've got it written down on paper that they have that, what is yours, you can bring them down with yourself. And then you'll not need to rob Peter to pay Paul, if you get what the cards mean. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to ring this bell to clarify cards. I removed that last post, everyone, because it didn't pertain to what I was doing, and they'd already had the warning, and it seemed that they were very young. Okay. Yeah, Milo's on his sofa. Do you want to see him? Right, I'll bring the camera up. You can't see me, but Milo is over the other side of the room on his sofa, sound asleep. He's learning to be a good boy again. Now he's got his sofa back. Right. A happy cleanser. Is Lena still here as well? because I'll give Lena a pendulum read. Thank you for confirming your age, Lena. But the other one was a K-pop. Was a K-pop question, and K-pop to me is quite young. Right. That sums up that reading, and I'll explain why. Right. Lienut's channel, or Fleecer, I am speaking in code here. They are Lunar sisters. They are a bit of a Looney Tune gang. And it says here, remove all negative energy imprints. One of them on that, the cards actually spoke the truth. Very bang on. I shuffled the What's the Tea cards 4 times tonight. Not my usual 3, 4 times. And it was strange that the card for the fake reader, the fake tarot reader came out, because they have a fake tarot reader on their channel. So this is them. They cannot see the hands for their asses. They cannot see what's ahead of them, but they need to start paying attention to what's coming forward, because they're going to end up in more trouble, basically. That we have no drama llamas. My channel is drama free. We do not have drama, and we find out in the piece here. And then we have the shunned shaman, and it's telling them to be more self-aware. So Lena's comment was, should always come back. Right, where was it? Okay, this is for Lena. Does Victor Manuel Gomez have love feelings for her? And will he come forward in the new year? North to south for yes, east to west for no. Does Victor Manuel Gomez have love feelings for Lena? Unfortunately, according to the pendulum, he doesn't at this time, Lena. However, the pendulum, just like the cards, is not always 100%. But if you come back after the new year, we will have another look. Because my instinct is saying he's already with someone else. and he is in a very tumultuous situation, and you'll need time to heal. And if you were friends, just be there for him. Because friendships sometimes can grow into love. I didn't delete Lena's question. I deleted the one who wanted the K-pop. Hi, Sangeeta, my darling. How are you? Chico, how old are you? Chiku, how old are you? Right, thank you, my darling. So what are you wanting to ask? We only ask how old you are is because no, Lena's question is still there. I still see Lena's question. I'll do that with a pendulum for you. Chiku would like to know pendulum. Can I ask if you're male or female, Chiku? Chiku, can I ask if you're male or female? We have to ask if you are of age because I'm in the UK and by law I've got to ask your age because anyone under age I get taken off basically. Okay. Pendulum. Chiku is a 22-year-old female and would like to know, is love on the horizon for her in the year ahead? North to south for yes, east to west for no. Is love on the horizon for Chiku in the new year? There we are. Thank you, pendulum. You can rest now. There we are, Chiku. I hope that gave you the answer that you were asking for. The pendulum gave me the solid answer of a yes, that next year, well, in the new year, you will definitely find some love. Okay? And I always ask for north to south, which is north there, south here, and east to west for no. So north to south is yes, east to west is no. So the pendulum, this is our channel favourite pendulum. This is what I call the Royal Amethyst pendulum. It is one of my heavier pendulums. So the pendulum said yes, you will. Definitely find love, Chiku. Cilla Black's been the Cilla Black's son's been on the television recently, Roy. You're very welcome, Chiku. Cilla Black's son's been selling her clothes to raise money for for our favourite charities. So that's why she's back. And Blind Date is coming back as well. And I think Surprise is coming back as well. But I think her death should have been investigated properly. See? You can be right some of the time and wrong some of the time. So, Roa, yeah. But at least you're getting Cilla Black. Then surprise, it's Cilla here. My worst Liverpoolian accent ever. Roa. For the last 3 days, I've had Princess Diana walking through my kitchen door. I wonder if she wants to bake us a cake. So Diana can bake us a cake anytime she likes, as long as she doesn't set the kitchen alight. And you know when I did that reading about someone was trying to swing the lead with Ozzy Osbourne's music, Sharon has released a series of emails today confirming that somebody was trying to release early music saying the copyright was out, and it's not. So it looks as if that person will end up in court very soon with Sharon. So that man from the old defunct record company who went up to court for fraud will be feeling not just the sharp end of Sharon's tongue, but a few other stars. I'll have a look at her later on tonight before I turn in. Because, as I say, I've got a lot. It's coming up to 7 o'clock, but it's just gone after 7 now. I was going to do some wreaths for the church fair in a couple of weeks, but I'll wait because I've got terrible heartburn now. Is anyone else suffering from heartburn, or is it just my grumpy stomach? Rainbow Mystic. You know, I've heard that name, and when somebody else was searching for me the other night, it came up as a fella as well. Because there's a man called Wise Angel as well. And I said, keep an eye on him, and if he does anything untoward, Yeah, I've got that. I'm suffering from terrible heartburn with the gallstones. I'm positive it's definitely gallstones because everybody I've spoken to now is saying it is. Yeah, so I will be having a look. Actually, don't normally do this, but I'll get them up and we'll have a good look. We'll have a nosy. Either way, it's going to give them some.
The forget-me-nots that she loves to draw.
Right, we'll watch.
Harry. Why are you going down such a wrong path? All you had to do was be loyal, even if you felt badly done by. Be discreet. Don't air
One thing Harry
your
can't be is discreet.
dirty laundry in public.
Yeah. See if we've got arthritis in
Even
the wrist.
if you needed
I thought that's who
a
it was.
break from royal duties, they would have allowed that. Instead, you bit the hand that fed you. You must.
Right, I'm going to leave it at there. She is a very kind person with a kind heart, and I know I have watched her before. She's done. She's done a lot of readings on the Marklites, and she was spot on with some of the things that she came out with. I did stop watching her because I had lots of people to watch. Because at one point I was getting daily emails of saying, Pete, Emma, sorry, I've just out of myself again there. Wise, can you please watch this person? Can you please watch that person? So, Rainbow Mystic, I've just given you a little bit of free content there, a bit of free publicity, and hopefully one day when you're feeling it, you can do the same. She's got the arthritic wrist, you can see. sometimes I can't do the readings the way I want to do them because of my pain in my wrists. And you'll see us circling my wrists sometimes. But that's so I can get me, sorry, heartburn again. See, Meghan, look, wick. If you're watching Meghan Markle, this is how you make a candle. You put a wick in it. You don't sell it without the wick. But she is kind-hearted. I totally agree with you, Seri. But I will keep getting it in. That is made by Wise, and it smells of Johnny Depp. A man should never have. But I've also got one up by my bed as well. So I've digressed again. So we need to help each other out a little bit, and she's just released that video 5 minutes ago. So every now and again, oh no, neither have I. I'll have to message her and see if she's okay. But if I do disappear, I may have been copyright attacked. But I have stated to everybody that everything I've used is in fair dealing. I did say to everybody I wouldn't be back tonight. I may do a special. Creative because I know everybody likes me creative me crafting video, me crafting lives as well. So I may do a crafting live. That brings some people in, but not a lot, but that will bring more in. And I have offered to put a little kit, a wreath making kit up for somebody who's bedbound at the moment. It might help her recover a little bit quicker. And her sister says, "Oh, she says I think she'd like it, but I'm not sure. I'll have to ask her." I says, "Please do, because I'd like your feedback." Because I says, just sitting in a bed all day can be quite annoying. Stitching is still around. I will email her. I know she was having issues with some people. But I will get her in touch with Stitching. She's on the original Discord, but she's not on the newer Discord. But I was in the old Discord the other day trying something out. So I will try there. I've been on an hour, and this, I don't know where it is. I don't know whether it's the weather as well. But I feel really tired tonight. I know I've got the workman out to fix me sink on Wednesday, but I will be back Wednesday. Thursday I definitely won't be around because, as I say, I help out down the church, do church offices, go through the, I'll send JDM an email. I'll let her know that we're back and that we're having fun again, but she may be busy at work. I wish I could stay asleep though all night. That's the issue, because I'm awake half the night. Sorry, that's my teapot and cup. There we are. Let me see it. I'll turn it around. There we are. It is the season for the rubbers to come out here. There we are. Well, Murphy needs his breakfast. Milo's like that first thing on the morning, so sorry for keeping you all. Love yous. And I'm going to love yous and leave yous. And thank you for your support tonight as always. Take care.